Further along the country's stunning Costa Verde, 45 minutes north of Porto Airport, Viana do Castelo is a charming and lively nautical city, renowned for its impressive architecture, where Renaissance influence meets modern design in beautiful balance. A walk to the top of Santa Lucia Hill reveals one of Europe's most breathtaking vistas, where a majestic basilica of the same name towers over the winding Azure Bay. Known as the Healthy City, Viana has been blessed with some of the best conditions for active sports and leisure activities. Yet the local gastronomy is equally enticing, from an exciting variety of bacalhau dishes to the mouth-watering Torta de Viana. The city's popular August Festival is a vibrant parade filled with traditional food and fare that come alive through Modomas, whose bright native dress is also displayed in a local museum. Building on its green credentials, Viana also leads the way in wind farm technologies and wind turbine manufacturing.
Amongst many different traditional outfits, the Lavradeira costume is a festive costume used for special occasions, such as villages or city patron saint feasts, or for the traditional Nossa Senhora da Agonia festival. It is the result of an aesthetic refinement, purely popular but highly sophisticated despite the evidence of colors, gold jewelry, and joy. It is made of materials connected to the land and to the rural life, such as sheep wool, which was used for the skirt and the apron. The lining for the shirt, cultivated in the peninsula since the Roman presence, is spun, woven and imbibed by the woman who will wear it. The lace socks, the white cotton thread, and the backless slippers that are also imbibed. The waistcoat, highly decorated, and kerchief are one of the few elements of the costume that were not made at home in the loom. They are printed and made of silk or of very thin wool. The Mcst Lavradeira wears a kerchief on the top of her head, which shows attitude, aplomb, and woman's affirmation, which is not very common in Portugal. The apron is one of the most eye-catching pieces. They resemble rugs, richly embellished with embroidery and a chromatic richness, which voluptuously shows centuries-old techniques of vegetable-based inks which were introduced in the peninsula by the Arabs. The mordom in the bride costume is black, the color of austerity of the court, the color of Jesuits, and the color of aristocratic ceremonies. It is a ceremonial costume that only a few families could afford, and we can see on the apron the crown as well as the coat of arms. It is usually made of velvet, decorated with fine materials such as glass beads, pipe beads, and sequins, which create very refined effects. The girls used to wear at their wedding the same costume they wore when they were stewards during the Nossa Senhora da Agonia festival, which clearly shows that stewardship and marriage had a similar importance in their lives. The costume and the gold complement each other perfectly. Now, as ever, it is easily marketable and, as an ornament, it is a form of assertion. With millenary roots and traditional workshops throughout the north of the country, the golden beaded necklaces, chains, medals, devotional miniatures, crosses and butterflies, and all kinds of earrings reveal the family's wealth and heritage. The grenadine necklace worn by the heiress is an impressive and very expensive jewelry that detaches itself from all the other ornaments, and the brincos da rainha queen-style earrings in gold and filigree were indispensable to every woman of the Minho region. The great decorative richness, the abundance of colors and motifs create an effect and Baroque exuberance very close to the gilded wood cravings of Minho region, and remind us of the splendor of the gold of Brazil, first in the 18th century when it was brought to Portugal, and later when those who moved to Brazil offered gold to the woman as a compensation for having been left behind to head the farming house. The Viana costume story is full of vanity and pride. It is a millenary story of knowledge, of spinning, weaving, dyeing, and decorating. It is a story of sense of belonging that connects the communities and strengthens them as a nation.